Hi, JD. It's Helen.
Hi, Ellen, how are you today?
Great. I wanted to, first of all, let you know that Josh Vernon sent us a video kind of sharing your story about Donohue's Bar and Grill there in Watertown, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And we have started a foundation asking for donations to actually help support 1,000 local restaurants across the country. And Josh's was the very first nomination and request for funds. I understand that you have been a fabric in the community for over 20 years and have made such a difference in so many people's lives. I'd love for you to kind of share with this community who you are and anything
I
you.
have to first start by saying I am absolutely overwhelmed that this is happening right now, and I thank you so much. And I hope that every person that is touched by you and your group step up to the table is absolutely, saves everybody today. First, a shout out to Josh, and I saw his incredible video. Of course, I was crying, and it's quite moving when you are able to help someone, and now in return you're able to give me a call right now and they help me. um, I started Donohue's in 1998 with 40 seats. uh, we've been there just over 22 years now, and all the wonderful things that I've been able to do, no one in anywhere in the United States or even the world could ever have seen what's happening to the industry right now. And it's earth shattering that all your work, all your life streams are put into one little thing. And now here we are, um, 10 months into a pandemic, and the industry is so fragile, and my story is so fragile. It's just like everyone else's. And it's really just absolutely devastating.
JD, the pandemic started, I remember vividly, it was March 17th when we went into a shelter in place. And I'm looking at your, Irish sports bar where we're kicking off March Madness and, we're going into St. Patty's Day. I mean, can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, start the year 2020 off here in Boston, in the Metro Boston area. We had a very temperate January and February. It was no big snowstorms, and it was a great for business. And all the sports teams here would do so well. And we're going right into St. Patrick's Day, which March and April are our biggest seasons, without a doubt, hands down, biggest 2 months of the year. Um, because you're coming into St. Patrick's Day. We do multiple St. Patrick's Day events with live music, kids doing step dance and family events. It's an incredible 2 weeks that we put together. And then you also have March Madness right here. We are a sports pub that has 28 TVs. We have a function room that we're no longer allowed to use. People celebrate, from birth, births, christenings, wedding showers, collations, all that has been all shut down from us. And then April, we go right into Boston Marathon is in April, opening day baseball. You have the NBA, you have major golfing events. So all those things tie in. You're going into spring, allows us to open up our outdoor patio area. And all that was taken away from us and from everybody. But it's for me, my type of facility in my restaurant, it was almost earth shattering. It was completely earth shattering.
Yeah, I mean, JD, you're a sports bar, right? And between no indoor dining, now after spending so much money on the patios, there's no outdoor dining. And by the way, you have to close by 9:30. I mean, I know, and I think Josh's words were, JD is he's just too proud. But yet I know that you've been down nearly 70% in sales. I mean, JD, what is your message to everybody watching?
For me personally, I have had to make my own personal sacrifices to make sure that my staff, I have over 60 part-time employees, and my staff has always been paid, and full-time employees. They've never missed anything, whether we've been open or not. Everyone's always had their shifts covered, even the times that we're forced to be closed due to COVID regulations here in Massachusetts. Our times have been shut down to 9:30 at night. We're allowed only 25% of capacity. Obviously, it's cold weather here in Boston now. It's a lot harder to have outdoor dining, even though we've spent an incredible amount of money to provide heated outdoor dining, to try to provide everyone an opportunity. We spent thousands of dollars on new HEPA air filtration systems. We've spent thousands of dollars on air purification systems to work together to make sure that if you are semi-comfortable to come inside and dine, that we're providing the safest and the best place for you. If you're not able to dine inside, we're trying to provide the best takeout, curbside capabilities possible provided to us. I mean, we're really not set up as original business plan to be a takeout restaurant or a fast food facility. So
JD, I know that you have done so much for your community. I mean, so much from, I know the first responders for the Boston Marathon when the bombing had happened, and Josh had shared that for the Boys and Girls Club there in Watertown.
Talk about the Boston Marathon bombing situation. The shootout happened within 300 yards of the restaurant. I have family and friends that are avid first responders, big time first responders in the area. We ran a Irish Heritage Day with live music, raising money for the first responders, and also Officer Dick Donohue that was shot. We do it every year. We raise thousands of dollars for the Watertown Boys and Girls Club. Has a special place in my heart. I was a Boys Club kid, and those events have all been canceled due to the fact that you can't have groups, you can't have group settings, you can't have road races. Golf tournaments have been, cut back due to golfing regulations in the state of Massachusetts. So not only have my restaurant, my team members, my employees have been hurt really bad, the foundations and organizations that I've been proud to support for over 22 years have also been financially damaged, and that really bothers me just as bad, because those things are near and dear to my heart.
I mean, what can people do to step up to the table and help Donahue's? What are the things we can do today?
I want you to know when you do step up to the table here at Donahue's that we have a higher than Massachusetts state COVID cleaning procedure. So if you do step up to the table inside, that we're going to try to provide you the safest dining experience possible. If you are outside, hopefully you feel that you're getting the same experience. If you're too afraid and very cautious and understandingly why you may not want to eat inside, you can always give us a call. We do curbside pickup if you don't want to come into the facility. And if those things aren't right now in your means of dining because of precautionary situations, you can always buy a gift card. I tell people, gift cards don't go bad, and that dollar amount doesn't decrease. It's good for life here in Massachusetts. So if you do buy a gift card, the gift card is good for life. You can buy one for yourself, maybe buy another gift card and give it to a neighbor that's never experienced Donahue's Bar and Grill. So those are kind of things that can help bridge the gap, because like you said, we are in a situation where they've extended the restrictions here in Massachusetts. They've actually canceled St. Patrick's Day Parade already, announced it today. So we're looking already 45, 60 days out that some of the major events that happen here have already been canceled. And that means that indoor events will be canceled for all of us again.
JD, lastly, I mean, what does this industry mean to you?
I got into this industry by chance. My father's friend was sitting in my current restaurant. It was small, 40 seat. Said, "Hey, take a look at this place. This guy's going to sell." And 23 years later, I've expanded multiple times. I have over 240 seats. I have a function facility that I'm not allowed to use anymore. I have all these seats that I have to remove so that we meet the guidelines set forth by the state for the COVID regulations. And you go to work every day and the struggle's real. And that's not just for me, that's for everyone in this industry. And, I'm in an area where it is a life science buildings all around us. And I developed my platform for business to be a large lunch, sit down lunch, casual lunch area and after work situation. And we haven't had that. So that revenue stream has been completely shut off due to no one going in the office into their office buildings. So we have to be as creative as possible. And some of the things now is I open up for breakfast during the week, and I open up at 9 a.m. for breakfast. I'm trying to bring people in that they're offering specials, like, that just make it more attractive to people that are cautious, and that we're providing a good safe space.
Yeah, well, I mean, hats off to you, JD. I know we would not have had the opportunity to meet if I didn't hear Josh's story. I want you to know that.
Absolutely incredible.
So I'm asking everybody to step up to the table, help support local restaurants, folks like JD and his family.
The 60 plus employees that I have at Donohue's Bar and Grill that come to work every day, that have passion about it, that care about it, that you'll try to provide the best experience possible under the worst conditions possible.
Well, JD, I'm going to make sure that everybody has your information. They know how to support you and purchase gift cards online. But we will absolutely be back in contact. And I'm asking all of my Boston friends to step up to the table and help support Donahue's. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you very, very much. This is unbelievable. Thank you. Step up to the table. I hope you can help as many possible restaurants across this beautiful country that we have. Please be safe.